Alright guys, this video is going to be about how to pack a bug out or a day bag for your child. In this particular instance, I've got two bags that I use for my girls, and my youngest daughter is age 5 and her favorite color is blue, and my older daughter is age 7 and her favorite color is pink. So I have them designated by color. They know which one is theirs because that's their favorite color. And I've got some comfort items in each bag, a little fuzzy bunny that one of them that Nana got for Easter in her Easter basket. And you can see some other items here. Inside the bag I have a little blanket nap mat cut type of thing. I've got some pull-ups, you know, if you need those, or if you might need to pack diapers or whatever. This actually is a diaper bag that I've repurposed as a bug out bag or a hiking bag, backpacking, camping, whatever. Emergency bag. It could be used for all sorts of purposes. And inside the bags, normally you have a lot of these pockets, which is really handy for snacks and glow sticks and little baby doll and things like that that you want to stick in there. Now, most of these items you can gather from around your house. There's very few things you have to buy. I have reused this Propel water bottle and rinsed it out and cleaned it, and using that for water. This is a Tinkerbell flashlight. See, there's Tinkerbell. But it's, you know, just a cheap plastic thing, and my kids like it and they wanted it, so I bought it for them at the store one day. This one I actually like a little bit better. This is an Energizer. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. It's a Disney, and it's got a little push on button right here. It's also got a couple of little features that I like. It's got this little stand so you can stand it up, and it's also got a screw to keep the kids from taking the batteries out. You don't want them to lose the batteries in an emergency type situation, so I kind of like that feature. Another lighting option, of course, is your glow sticks. I've got these bracelets. They're fun for the kids. They're not so much, you know, to provide a lot of lighting for you, but I do have the more standard 6-inch ones that last 2 hours. I've got blue for my one daughter, and then I've got pink for my other daughter. Their favorite colors. You know, I try to do things that will kind of comfort them, you know, if they're really scared of the dark, especially Nana. And so I got her a pink flashlight with the princesses on it. It's a little Disney thingy. It takes a couple of AAA batteries, or AA batteries for that one, I think, and this one takes 3 AAA. And then I've got some Cliff Bars for snack food for them, and some duct tape, some instant mac and cheese, stuff that they would not have to have much wherewithal to prepare. But they can carry their own food, and it's really lightweight. So I've got some express ramen type beef flavored noodles, and it's got some little dried veggies and stuff in there. Got some fruity snacks, some lip gloss, emergency blankets. Also, I've got an emergency whistle that I picked up at Fred's, and it has a really bright colored orange, I don't know if you can really see that, but it's like neon orange lanyard there. So and also for, like, if you have to be in a tent or something like that, I've got these really nifty little battery operated tea lights. You just flip the switch and then they come on, and you don't have to worry about your kids burning themselves or catching anything on fire or anything like that. So because my girls are so young, that's the type of little light that I have in their bag. Okay, I've also got her favorite Dora little action figure thing, Lego figure, some milk that does not have to be refrigerated, Vienna sausages, Kool-Aid, you know, things that make them feel at home, that will make them feel kind of normal if you had, you know, an emergency type situation. Also, I have some bug repellent, and I'm using these wipes because I don't want the girls to spray their eyes or anything like that. And I've also got, you know, activity books like Scooby-Doo coloring book and things like that. My kids really love these Z-bars. I pick them up at Sam's by the case, and they don't have to have a fire or anything to have a snack or a breakfast, you know, type small meal. So that's a good handy thing to have. The Vienna sausage don't have to be heated either. Also, I've got some toiletries. I've got some little tissues. You can use those for the bathroom or for, you know, if you have runny nose or something, and also some baby wipes. And I'll probably be putting a bigger case of those in there rather than the single sized version of those. And I also have these little Infectigard deep cleaning hand sanitizer wipes. Okay, I found these at, I think at Fred's, which is kind of like a Dollar General or something like that we have here in the South. And I found these by the box, and so I've put some of these in each bug out bag for the kids and a couple for me. This is a little mirror. It's actually not a glass mirror. It's the type that's used for children. There's me with the camera. It's used for babies and infants and toddlers and things like that on their little jungle gyms and stuff. And I kept it, and I put it in the bug out bag as, you know, a signaling device. I thought that might be kind of handy to be repurposed for that use. I've also got warm knit hat or cap, some lip balm, and some simple first aid band-aids with antiseptic built in. I've also got a couple of markers and pencils, and I found these, the teachers at my school really like them. They're little golf pencils, and you can find them in the sporting section of your Walmart or sporting goods store. And I just put a cap eraser on the end of it, and they fit really nicely in this little bag that I had. It's actually a Dora bag because my daughter loves, my 7-year-old loves Dora. But I've got that, and I've put a pencil sharpener and some band-aids and a couple markers and things in there. And I'll probably put some color pencils in there. Now, I'm not going to use crayons for the simple reason that if these have to be left in the van, I don't want the crayons to melt in high temperatures. So I'll be using markers and color pencils and standard pencils instead of using crayons. But like I said, I've got activity pads and things like that to keep the kids from getting bored. Small little dollar store puzzle games and things like that are very handy. They can keep them busy for a little while. If you have, you know, Game Boys or something like that, you could throw those in at the last minute. For car trips, these type of bags are perfect for car trips because you have a little toy that they can play with in their own little area. You have glow sticks that they can play with at night while you're riding down the highway, you know, and you have all these little things that they can do in their own seat. And comfort items, a little blanket in case they get cold on the car trip or what have you. Now, if we bugged out in case of emergency and we had to use these bags, we would probably be going with our van. I try to keep the gas tank either half full or better most all the time. And so that's probably how we would bug out if that were possible. If, you know, we had a hurricane or something like that and we needed to evacuate. So we could use these bags in that kind of situation, or we could just use it for a day trip to the theme park that's nearby. Okay, so, you know, you can use these things for all sorts of purposes. Now, in each bag, as a safety feature, I also have a business card, my husband's business card, and I've put one in each pocket of the girls' bags so that they each have one. There's one there. So that they have their father's contact number. Now, I've taught my kids our home phone number. But I also have my husband's cell phone number in there in case we need to be gotten a hold of and we're not at the house. If we're at, you know, the theme park or something and we get separated. So we have that as a safety feature also. Also, we have some little entertainment things over here. Some playing cards if your child knows how to play cards, which is a dying art nowadays. Little Fisher-Price flashcards. These puzzle tins that I pick up at Fred's are actually really good for first aid tins. You could also use them for little cooking stoves and things like that. So I have those laid out so that you could kind of get a look at those. But I would probably take the puzzles out and put them in a Ziploc bag and then repurpose these with Band-Aids and, you know, medicines that I know that the kids couldn't overdose on, like one, you know, Advil or one chewable Tylenol or 2 or 3 or however many, you know, according to their weight, that a dosage would be. So this is my kids' bug out bags or day bags, whichever you want to call it. I particularly like this little American Princess one that I picked up for like $10 at Fred's, because it has this little attached, I don't know if this would be considered a pencil case or if it would be more of a lunch bag, but it comes unattached. It's got a little Velcro attachment here, so you can take it off the bag if you wanted to take, you know, say this into the park and you wanted to leave the big book bag in the van or something like that. So you've got, you know, a smaller purse-like style thing to carry. Now, my boys are a bit older than my girls, so I could trust them with, well, I probably wouldn't want to trust them with an open flame, but I could trust my oldest son, he's 10, with a pocket knife. And I might be adding this to his bag. This is a little, it's actually an Enfamil container that I had repurposed from when my 5-year-old was a baby. And I've put some bouillon cubes in it and some oatmeal and stuff like that. So this is a little cooking set, basically. You know, all you would need is a little cooking tin, alcohol stove or something like that, and you'd have yourself your own little camp stove, essentially, that you could boil water in, and you could use it to carry food in and things like that. Okay, so that's basically what I have in the way of everyday carry bags for kids to use in the event of emergency, or just in case, you know, you want to go on a road trip or something like that. Now, how you pack your bag for your child would be dependent on the child's age, their experience, and, you know, their preferences. If they're allergic to peanut butter, you're obviously not going to pack peanut butter crackers. And it's a common sense thing. You kind of have to think, you know, and plan according to what your child would most enjoy. My girls absolutely love to do these little activity books with their markers and their color pencils and things like that. I have some really short little color pencils I'll be adding to this. So I have the little golf pencils and the little stories and puzzles and things like that are in here also. So they can keep busy with that while we're either on the road playing tic-tac-toe, stuff like that, or, you know, if we were in a bug out situation and we were in a hotel because we had to leave due to hurricane or something like that, hurricane strength winds or something. So they would have plenty to do. And this is an old book. My dog, I think, got a hold of it and ripped the cover off, but that's okay. You know, it's still got usable pages in it. So my kids aren't going to miss this stuff. This baby doll is not my daughter's absolute favorite baby doll. It's really tiny. So, you know, but it's going to give her comfort when she goes to sleep at night. She'll be able to go to sleep because she has a little dolly to snuggle up to. This is not my daughter's absolute favorite, you know, Marcia bear is what she calls her other bear, because her Aunt Marcia gave it to her. But that bunny is one of her, you know, cuddly toys. So I've included that one. But, you know, as long as you have something in the bag that can give your kid comfort, you know, that can they can snuggle up with and not be afraid. The glow sticks are really great because most kids are scared of the dark. You know, they like to read and things like that. So, you know, you have things like that as well. And one thing that I take on most of my day trips is this little igloo ice cube. And I generally keep it packed with drinks and fruity snacks and these great little go packs. I picked some of these up and I refill them. I just take the label off once I've used the contents, if the label comes off, and I refill them with those little goldfish crackers and mini Oreos and, you know, trail mix and granola and stuff like that I make on my own, so that I get more than just my dollar's worth out of that. These little fruity snacks, the kids love these things. And Cliff also makes these. I picked these up at Sam's Club. And they do have like vitamin C in them and things like that. So I'll probably add a couple of those to the batch as well. But that's it. That's what I've got packed for my girls. And as I said, my sons will have a pocket knife, I think, in theirs. A tent or something along those lines. Something that they could handle setting up. The girls could not handle setting up a tent, so they would be sleeping with me and my husband if we had to camp out. Or sleeping in the van. It's a pretty roomy van, and we could, you know, spread out in there, put the seats back and what have you. So that if we needed to bug out in the van and we couldn't get a hotel room, or we couldn't set up our tents because it was too windy or what have you, road gets blocked off or what have you, then we could camp out in the van, and we would have everything we needed right here to keep us comfortable for at least 24 hours, maybe longer. Okay, so I hope you enjoy. Please feel free to subscribe and like my videos.